Hey guys, it's Tracy. Recently, I was thinking about where we have come in the crafting world, and I was thinking about how long it's been since I've been crafting. God, it's probably been over, gosh, yeah, 20 some years. I mean, I used to sew when I was in high school. I took sewing there. I used to sew suits and stuff, but I don't do any of that stuff now. So this has been on my mind. So I've been wanting to do a video just to kind of reminisce and go back and look to say, okay, what do we have now that replace what we used to have in the past? So I was looking through some of the stuff that I had this evening. I said, oh, it's right here. Let me pull it out and do a video. So I thought it would just be fun to go back and look. So what I have in front of you right now is called the Create a Pop-Up. And it's made by Green Sneakers. And I had gotten this from QVC. We used to have a QVC outlet, and it recently closed. And they used to always do their crafting stuff. I mean, quite often would do their crafting stuff like 50% off. So that's when I would go there and get stuff. So I picked up this Create a Pop, and I have to be honest, I don't think I ever made anything with it. But now we have all our fancy die cutting machines and stuff. We can use our Spellbinders dies to make pop-ups. So I just wanted to show you guys that this is what we had before that. I mean, and we used to, and you could always make pop-up dies too by hand, like people still do today. But just wanted to show you that. And I think you could make I don't know how well you can see it. You can make the little church there, the chapel, and then you had the little bear there with the balloons, and then you had the cake, and then you could do the reindeer. I don't know if that one was in there or not. I'll look in a minute. Then you have these little, I guess, people, kids or something. And then that's it. And then it gave you show you little instructions how to, you trace it, and then you would cut it out with your X-Acto knife. So here is the main part of the card. That would make the main part of the pop-up. And then you had, so here's the chapel. And you see how it has that line there, right here. So it would fold there. I'm assuming you have to crease it there. And then here's the bear template. And here's the cake. And then there's a little pieces you could trace out for your balloon and your present and the horn or the hat. And let me see if I have a piece of paper. And then hopefully you can see that better. Then there's your rain. And then you see little pieces there you could cut out. And then it had butterflies. And then the last one is this one, which is the big one. It's a heart. And then you have your different pieces that you could cut out. So again, this was from back in the day and was called Create a Pop-Up. And I think they still do. They may still even sell this, but like I'm saying, I had this for years. So the next thing I wanted to share with you guys is also by Green Sneaker, and it is called the Create a Loop. And it's an envelope maker. And you guys now know that We Are Memory Keepers has that great tool for making envelopes. And so you also can use your scoreboards to make envelopes. But again, just wanted to share what I had back in the day to do that. And I know Blissy right now is selling this. It has more templates than I have. It has like the number 10 template. And I'm trying to think, it was another couple more that I didn't have in this earlier release. I'm sorry for the glare, guys, and I'm not even sure what sizes it makes. But this was the data loop envelope making kit. So then what you do, you have your piece of paper. You have a piece of paper. Let me see, guys. Sorry for my head there. So what you do here, you have a piece of paper. Let me get one. So you got all these little pieces here. I mean, I know it's hard to see on camera. This is your, so here's a large template. And this is 8 5/8 by 5 5/8 template. And again, some of this is so large, this would fit on your 12 by 12. And this one right here, let's see what size this one is. This says it is, this doesn't even give the size. No, this one doesn't give a size. As you see, there's one of the templates. Let me see. This says envelope size 4 3/4 by 6 1/2. That's odd that this one doesn't give a size, but this one does, and the other one did. And then this is, and this one has a name. This is the RSV. Envelope size is 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. And again, I got this from Q. There's a sticker. It was $12.90. Again, I know I paid half price for that. And then I had this is the top square envelope size is 6 by 6. So what you would do with this thing here, now hopefully this paper is big enough, you would just position it on your paper and just gotta hold it and just pull it against it like this and just start ripping. The key is to try to keep it lined up, but as you see I didn't, so I'll just line it back up hopefully and then pull it, and then you just pull it up against it. If I was standing up, a little easier too. So you just pull that against it. Okay, so then you get rid of that piece there. Then you have to find the middle piece that, so you can fold it. So let me see if I can find that quickly, which I think is this one here. I think I might have it backwards, but so then what you do is position that in there, center that in there. Take this top piece off, and then just fold this up around it. I just moved it, but you guys get what I'm doing here. I don't even know if this is the right size. So you get the drift of it. So that's what you do there. Like I said, I might not even have the right size here. But you take that middle piece and fold it up around it, and then you have your envelope. So again, guys, that's what I used to use back in the day to make envelopes. And I did used to use this. And then the next thing, you know, We Are Memory Keepers also has that the different boards for making bags. So let me show you what I used to use. I'll show you the smaller set. Now, this is also from Green Sneakers, and this is called Bag-O-Mites. They had come out with like the medium size and small and medium size bag template, I believe, first, and then they came out with this Bag-O-Mites. And this makes little bags. And it came with these box templates. And again, QVC, this was $6.56. Again, guys, I know I didn't pay that for it. So it came with these templates, and what you had to do is put these boxes together, and you would use them to help you assemble your bag, because your bags were so tiny. In order for you to glue them, if I'm remembering correctly, you would have to put this together and stick them inside your bag, so it would help you form your bag. So again, it's called Bag-O-Mites. And this video might be pretty long, so If you want to hang in there, it's fine. If not, that's fine too. And then again, you would just, this is your template, and you would just use this rip, you know, like I showed on the envelope. Just rip your paper up against the edges. And then this is your face template right here. And then here, this was a bottom reinforcer, so that would, you would use that with some thicker cardstock or like cereal boxes or whatever to reinforce the bottom of your bag. So that was the template that I used to use to make bags, and I did use this. And then the larger size, and I think this was some of the pieces that came, yes, this was some of the reinforcement pieces, because you know on the bag at the top, right at the edge where you have the handles at, there's a little thicker cardboard under the top edge of your bag, but that's what they gave you that for. And then this was the reinforcements at the bottom. So here's one of the boxes that you would use to make your bag. So now this is the larger bag template. And you guys, and I remember buying wallpaper, because that's the only paper that was large enough, wallpaper or wrapping paper, but then your bag would be kind of flimsy if you use wrapping paper, unless it was a nice thick weight wrapping paper. So this is if you wanted to make a little larger bag, and this was called Create a Bag. And this was a 4 wine bag. And this one right here is your, says sizing template wine bag. I don't think I made a wine bag. And then lunch bag in dices. So you can make different bags here. Let's see. And that was your faceplate template for your wine bag. This is, and that was $13.20. The rest of this too, I believe, was part of that. So here's the other templates. You know what? It doesn't look like I used this one. Let's do another one. So I probably just used the medium-sized bags. Created medium-sized bags and not this one, because this is still together. So this made, does it say? No, it just says bigger bag. And then they had a template too down the bottom too for how, depending on the size bag you made, for how long your string should be. Hopefully you guys can see that. And here's your bottom reinforcement. You could just measure that. And then, what is this here? It's your top cuff. That's what I was talking about, your top cuff. And that's where you would put your piece of paper at. And this is your bag handles for a smaller bag. So you have various size bags in these templates. So there's one. So, and that's it. So that's it, guys. That's what I know. I think I have one more thing too I want to show you guys. And again, in regards to making boxes, because with those We Are Memory Keeper envelope boards, you can make boxes with those as well. But let me show you what I used to use to make boxes. What I was using was the Aleene's box. It was the Aleene's box maker. This is old because I used to watch Aleene's craft faithfully. I used to be a stay-at-home mom for 2.5 years, and I used to faithfully tape her VHS and go back and do her crafts. I had even bought her monthly subscription. Now I can kick myself because, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, I was cleaning up some craft stuff and I had that, like maybe 3 or 4 binders of that monthly subscription, and I put that in the Goodwill. Then I started crafting again, and then I was like, oh man, I wish I kept that. But this is what I used to use to make boxes. And it came, I got it again, I got it from QVC, and it came as their stuff, which I like, came as bundles. So you had the box blanks in here, and I'm glad I pulled this out, guys, because this is some nice cardstock. So I'm going to use that on my We Are Memory Keepers board. Or just even if I wanted to make freehand to make a box, and I can use that. So that was the instructions. So let me show you. And see here too, it's giving you all the dimensions and stuff of the box and where you need, what lines you need to score. So the way this board was made, you had this, you used this measure, this was the top. And you can tell the difference too here. So this was the top. And then you have from 1.5 to 6.5 inches. And again, you would refer back here for the size box you wanted to make, and it would tell you what lines to score on. And then this was your bottom. You flip it this way for the bottom. And see, let me show you because I did have two. So that's, and see how I thought one was a little wider than the other. Something's different about this, and I'm not sure what it was. I always thought it was that this piece at the bottom, one was narrower than the other. But I don't know. Maybe not. But that's the bottom. So then you would flip it over to score it for the bottom. And then they had one. And then it came with, you know, some like ideals and stuff like that. It came with paper. Still have some of the papers left. And it's like those. And then you can use that to decorate your boxes with. And then she also had a curved box maker. And again, we found other ways of making curved boxes too. And I think there are templates or something out there in it to make the curved boxes. But again, this I remember making one curved box. And then this is the tool that you use to make the curved box. And I'm not sure, I can't remember now. See, this says bottom and this says top. So I guess all this was used to make that curved box. So since it's been so many years, I don't quite remember. Again, that's just some extra box blanks. Alright guys, so I just wanted to share with you. Like I said, I was reminiscing and wanted to go back since we're coming out with all these new tools and just kind of show what I used to use since I've been crafting for so long. Alright guys, so thanks a lot for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing the old products that I used to use. Alright guys, thanks a lot.